Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys had a wonderful Saturday and a great Friday night. It's a wonderful day here in my house. You guys know who I am. My name's Justin. Hit that subscribe button below if you want to become part of the family, because that's what we are and that's what we do. Today I just got a funny story that we're going to talk about and go over some kind of things. First off, you can see I'm drinking Miller Lite because that's what I usually drink, but I'm drinking it the classy way. Hang on, let me drink some of it out of here. We're doing it the right way. Took the whole top off. That's how you do it. We're going to be pouring up some George Dickel here while we talk about my conversation of the day. Don't want to drink all of it right now. This is a really good whiskey. I just don't want to finish it right now because it's so good. I'm getting down to these bottles on the shelf where I want to finish them, but then again I don't, because then I got to spend $70, $80 on some of them to get them back, and that's not what I want to do. I want them to savor and stay on the shelf for a while, just because of how good they are, honestly. Heck, this Basil Hayden right here has been on the shelf for almost an entire year. So we're coming up halfway. Let's see here, what is it now? Almost August. So August, September, October, November, we're 3 months away from being doing this for a whole year, guys. That is crazy. Cheers to that. I love it. It's good. It's sweet and it's soft. A little bit of vanilla in there. It's really good. So, as you guys know, we tightened up some of the things on the Mustang, right? We tightened up the bell housing bolts that I found that were loose. We was actually missing one, so I had to go buy some more. We bought two new starter bolts. The top one ended up being stripped out, so we made that one work. And then on top of that, we figured out, since everything was loose and I was missing that top starter bolt or top bell housing bolt above the starter, whenever I would start, the starter would probably torque up, and it had that just a fraction of a torque difference to where it would bind and it would eventually wear out the starter. So today, oh man, today. So me and Pretty Lady, we woke up, we slept in a little bit. We started cleaning the house, got everything straightened up. And then we went, she asked me to go get some lunch. And while I was out, I was like, I might as well go ahead and go get my new starter while I'm out. So I get to AutoZone, I take my old starter with me because I had a warranty on it. So I take it there with, I should have waited and I should have went over and seen Mama at the other one. But I went ahead and I went over here to this one close by, and I went in, waited in line. As the manager there was, I don't know what he was doing, but he opened up an AC can at R134. I'll show you. He took one of these right here. So you buy you a little hose and you attach it to the top, and then it punctures that little hole, and that's what helps refill your AC. Well, this man's like, I don't know how full it is. It might have some in it. The manager's like, oh, it'll be all right. And he just takes this thing apart and it sprays everywhere. And it's going everywhere. He just has to tighten it back down. Granted, this stuff is what gives you coolant, right? It gives you cool air in your system. This can freeze you and give you frostbite touching you, and they're just sitting here willy-nilly spraying it all over the store. And then the guy hollers to some random goof in the back, and he's like, I need help up here on the front. So he's like, what? He's like, I need help. He's like, what? And they go back and forth for a second, and he's like, I'm coming. And he came up there and he's like, hey sir, how can I help you? And I was like, this guy's new because I've never seen him before. I don't think I've seen any of these guys that were working in there today in there. And I've been going to this AutoZone for a long time. Well, I'm standing there and I was like, hey, this buddy was here. And he's like, no, they were helping him. I'll help you. I was like, okay, you sure? He said, yeah, it's fine. So I take my starter and I lay it down on the thing right there. They got this shield up so I can't cough on the guy. And we're sitting there chatting, and I was like, yeah, it's under warranty. I give him my cell phone number, and he pulls it up my name and everything. And then he starts scrolling through the different cars, and the first car is the Mustang. That's where I bought it from, because I bought it a month ago before it went bad. And he was sitting there looking for it, and I was like, I read off the serial for him, and I told him what it was, and I was like, hey man, it's right there. You just click over here, go on that, you put in the password, it pulls up my record. You look at my record, you click on the car, you click on that serial number, it tells you where the part is, you do a transfer, and you give it back to me. And he's like, wait, what? And I explained to him what he was supposed to be doing. I guess he didn't know what he was supposed to be doing. But Mama works at AutoZone, and we go there a lot, so I know how to do it. And I know how to do it. And we're sitting there, and I give him my starter. And I'm like, all right, I need to get a refund for a new one because this one isn't working. It's not engaging. It's just whining whenever I turn the key. He's okay, so you need a new one? Yes, I need to do an exchange because I have a warranty on this one. It's not engaging. And he's like, okay, all right. Grant, this is a starter. Okay, it's about this long, right? And it's fat. And it has a node on one end and it has an open face gear on the other end. Right? Alright, so everybody's holding on to me, right? So we're sitting here. And this man looks me dead in the eye. A grown man working in an auto shop, right? He says, sir, is this an alternator? I said, what? What? He said, is this your alternator? I was like, sir, no, that right there be my starter for my car. And then we start a fucking circle back to where we were. He's like, so which car is it for? And he's down here on like a Jeep Wrangler, a Honda Accord, a Mitsubishi Lancer. He's like scrolling through all these cars that I've ever had, buying stuff from AutoZone. And just deliberately ignored the fact that I told him it was the 89 Mustang at the top of the list that says starter. And he's like, are you sure it's not an alternator? And I was like, yeah, the serial number matches the starter number at the top of the page if you click on the 89 Mustang. And the manager walks over. He's like, I need your signature. And he puts it in. He's like, well, it says it needs a test. I said, yeah, it probably should. But it doesn't fucking work to test it. So how are you going to do that? It's just going to tell you it doesn't work because it doesn't engage. So he's like, well, I guess that makes sense, I guess. I mean, I guess since you don't have an alternator, I guess the starter would be very, very viable. And I looked at this man, and I thought I met the most dumbest person in my life today. I did. I really did. And on top of that, it was hotter than balls outside. And North Carolina heat is not forgiving. It is so humid and hot, it's ridiculous. This man don't know the difference between a starter and an alternator. And you give him a starter, he tells you need an alternator, and he tells you don't need an alternator because he says you don't have an alternator, so you got a starter, and you only have a starter, not an alternator. Next, I guess I'm just going to have to buy a generator and put a generator on there like it's the fucking 40s. Fucking idiots. So, word to the wise. Don't go work at a parts place if you don't know shit about parts. Because then, you're just going to look stupid to the other guys that come in there that know what they're looking for. Now, you might pull over a sleeve of these people that don't know what they're coming in there looking for, but don't be dumb. Be smart, okay? God almighty, boys. We ain't got no starter. We ain't got no alternator by guy. We running on hippie juice. That's what we're running on, fucking hippie juice. Cheers. Guys, that's my rant for today. If you enjoyed the new rant, hit the like button, smash the comments, and leave a subscription below to become part of the family. Everything helps out a little bit. It all helps me out, helps you out, helps everybody out. Remember, we buy it so you guys don't have to, and we try it so you guys don't have to. And by God, if we don't drink it to make videos, because when we drink, we make videos, because that's what we do. You guys have a blessed evening. Have a wonderful night. Cheers. Be safe. Don't do anything dumb. Have fun. Live reckless. I'll catch you guys tomorrow with a new video. You never know what's going to happen. Might have another rant. Might have another story. We'll see what it goes. Catch you later, guys. Y'all have a wonderful night.